Hi, it's Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday, and for dinner tonight I'm going to make Charleston red rice. This is a recipe that was given to me by my grandmother in 1974. Along with the Gullah recipe, she gave me a Charleston rice steamer. This rice steamer is almost 50 years old. You can't buy them anymore, and I even looked to see if you could get them on eBay. So if you can find one, grab it. Anyway, what I've done is I've put 8 cups of water into the pan. And what I'm going to do is set the insert into the pan and add a cup of white long grain rice. And to it I am going to add exactly 1 cup of broth. Now you can use water or beef stock or vegetable stock. It doesn't matter. And you put it in there. I should use a spoon, but I use my finger. Stir it around. Put on the lid and put on high for 20 minutes. I'll set my timer and just let it steam. That's what the rice does. Through the little holes in the upper part of the pan, the water from below will come in and steam the rice. Now, while that's going on, I'm going to cut up my vegetables. I used a large sweet onion, and I prefer a red bell pepper because it's sweet. But you can use any color you choose. I'm going to dice them. I also use the butts of the pepper because they still have good parts. And you cut them up into edible sized bites. Diced. Now while I'm dicing my vegetables, I'm going to cook in my largest pan I have Jimmy Dean hot sausage. You can use any kind of sausage, but this is the one that I prefer. You can use bacon, ham, any kind of meat that you have in your home, but I prefer the Jimmy Dean. I'm going to put it on a medium heat until it's brown. Squeezing it out of the tube. See, there's still a lot in there. It's like a toothpaste tube. So you can see the sausage in there. I'm going to use my little wooden spoon and chop it up and distribute it around the pan so that it will cook a little quicker. And I'll continue to cut up my vegetables. I take the white rind on the inside of the pepper and the seeds out. I usually cut them in long strips. I like using a serrated knife. The other thing I will say, while you're doing this, it's a good idea if you wear an apron, even if you're a guy, because it keeps the splatters from the pan and the tomato sauce from getting on your clothes. Now I'm going to do the onion. take out off the outer skin. I wish I could cut an onion like Julia Child, but that's never going to happen. You can smell the sausage. It smells terrific. All the spices are coming up, and it just, you know it's going to be tasty. You can see that I've broken it up into little chunks. I continue to do that. I just only want little small pieces of the sausage. Okay, that looks just about done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it aside in this dish. Turn down the heat on the stove. Oh, my rice is ready, so we'll check the rice real quick. Okay. It's going to take, it's still kind of soupy. There's quite a bit of moisture still in there. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. I stirred it with my fork, but I'm going to just let it go again. Now, I'm going to leave the grease in the pan. The sausage doesn't make a whole lot of grease. So what I'm going to do is add grease from my morning's bacon into it. You can use vegetable oil or an olive oil, a good cooking olive oil. Into the pan. You want all those little bits that are on the bottom. And then I'm going to saute my vegetables. Toast them with the oil or the grease. Okay, the buzzer has gone off again for the rice, and it looks like it is done. I'm just going to stir it a little bit with my fork. Turn off the stove top, take off the lid. It is hot. There's a lot of steam coming out of it. At the same time, my vegetables have sauteed. And what I'm going to do is, I think for anybody who does cook, you use whatever's in your refrigerator from a previous meal that you can incorporate into this. I just happen to have some sauteed vegetables from earlier in the week that are grape, tomatoes, red pepper, onions, and a little bit of summer squash. So I just added in there. You don't have to, but I learned from a cook when I was living in Rhode Island. She was one of the best cooks I've ever experienced. She taught me how to cook Italian and how to use your refrigerator to prepare meals. So I just add them in. Now, what I'm going to do now is add my tomato paste one small can and a can of tomato sauce or puree. Now, most restaurants where you have red rice, they don't add enough tomato. And it comes out looking kind of pale. But that's one of the secrets of good red rice, is making sure you've used enough tomato into your sauteed vegetables. Yeah. And then the last secret, because the paste is so acidic, I always add 2 tablespoons of white sugar. So you can see what it looks like now. I'm going to put the sausage back in with the grease. You want that grease. And then you're going to add the rice. Now, it's very important that you use hot mitts. This steam and this rice is hot. Now, the new rice makers have handles on the upper level. This one does not. But I can even feel the heat through the glove. The other thing is, soak this immediately, or it's hard to get the rice out of the pan. I'm going to mix it all together. You want to make sure that there's no white rice showing at all. So here is the finished product. The Charleston red rice from my grandmother Estelle's recipe. I don't follow a recipe myself anymore, but if you do need one, there is one in the Charleston receipt book, which is one of the best cookbooks that you can have in the Low Country. It provided so much red rice that I am freezing half of it for a later date. And I will be serving it with the baked ham and asparagus for Easter dinner.